Good day. I am Sherlita G. Arnaez from EEP LM3, and I am discussing now what I've learned in the whole semester. First is preposition. Preposition is a word or group of words used before a noun, pronoun, or noun phrase to show direction, time, place, location, spatial relationships, or to introduce an object. Example sentence of a preposition. There is some water in the fridge. Next is prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase is it's a part of a sentence that consists of one preposition and the object it affects. Example: below, about, across, under. Next is participial phrase. Participial phrase is a group of words containing a participle, modifier, and pronoun or noun phrase. Example of a participial phrase is my brother and sister sitting by our table were gossiping. Next is gerund phrase. It's a noun form of a verb that end in ing. So example sentence of this is she is eating. Next is infinitive phrase. A group of words consisting of an infinitive, a modifier, or the use of pronouns, direct objects, indirect object, or complements of action or state expressed in the infinitive. Example of infinitive phrase is to finish a new book is the only reason Shirley would stay up all day. Next topic is phrase and clause. Phrase is a group of words, but it doesn't contain a subject and a verb. Example is after a very long walk, should not eat. Then next is clause, group of words that contain subject and a verb. Example is she is crying. I eat some fruit. And dependent clause, it's a clause that is embedded within a complex sentence. Example is I went out on the bike that my mother gave for my birthday. And independent clause is clause that can stand by itself as a simple sentence. Example is I enjoy sitting outside our house. Next topic is about type of sentence. Sentence is a word or group of words expressing a complete thought. Example: Shirley went into the market to buy a bottle of ketchup. And there are the type of sentence. First is declarative sentence. Declarative sentence states a fact or general truth. It ends a period always. Example sentence is I like mango fruit. Second type of sentence is interrogative. Interrogative is you can ask a question and ending with a question mark. Example is can you give me a bottle of water? The third type of sentence is imperative. Imperative sentence expresses command or request. Example is bring this chair to John. And the fourth type of sentence is exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory expresses strong feeling or emotion. It ends with an exclamation point. Example sentence is this is awesome. Next topic we tackle is the structure of the sentence. First is a simple sentence. A sentence consisting of only one clause with a single subject and predicate. Example: she liked to ride a bike. The next is compound sentence. Compound sentence consists of two or more independent clauses joined with a comma and coordinating conjunction, also known as fanboys. Example: I like coffee and Jason likes soft drinks. Next is complex sentence. Complex sentence is a type of sentence with one independent clause and at least one independent clause. Example of complex sentence is although she was considered smart, she failed her exams. Next is compound complex. A type of sentence that contains at least three clauses, two independent clause, and a one or more dependent clause. Example of this sentence is Though Shirley prefer watching romantic films, she rented the latest spy thriller and she enjoyed it very much. Next topic is the active and passive voice. Active voice tells us what a person or thing does. In this sentence, the subject persons performs the action denoted by the verb. Example, Shirley do her homework. And the passive voice tells us what is done to someone or something. The subject is being acted upon. Example, her homework is done. Next, we tackle about non-sexist appellation. Gender-neutral language. It is a generic term covering the use of non-sexist language, inclusive language, or gender-fair language. The purpose of general neutral language is to avoid word choices which may be interpreted as biased, discriminatory, or demeaning by implying that one sex or social gender is the norm. Gender aim is to reduce as much as possible the use of gender-specific terms. Sexist appellation, example, salesman, sales lady. When you translate it in a sexist appellation, it will be sales clerk. And alumni, graduate, brotherhood, kinship, manly, strong, man-made, artificial, and waitress is waiter. Guidelines on making gender-sensitive sentence. First is address your reader. Second, eliminate the pronoun. Third, replace pronoun with articles. Fourth, use plural nouns and pronouns. And the fifth, use both pronouns and vary their order. Next is use specific genderless nouns. And lastly, substitute job titles or description.